It's state title time from Bank OZK Arena in Hot Springs. March Madness came early in Arkansas. It's day one of the Centennial Bank State Basketball Championships on Arkansas PBS Sports. And it all starts with the 2A girls. It's the Izard County Cougars and the Barton Bears. And for the first time for these girls' programs, it's their first ever trip to the state title game. And with that, we say hello. JB Brazil alongside Wes Moore. That's just the first of many. We got a cram-packed weekend of championship basketball.
Yeah, let's go ahead and make some history with two teams looking for their first state championship in our first game. But it's just the first of four games today. We've got 2A and 3A today. Then tomorrow, we got the 4A girls starting us off at noon. DeQueen, Pulaski Academy, Morrilton and Mills boys will play at 1:45. Tomorrow night, we move to 5A, Greene County Tech, Farmington girls at 6. Followed by Benton and Maumelle at 7:45, and that should be a packed arena for that game. Saturday, we're right back here for the 6A girls, Fayetteville and Northside, followed up by the boys at 1:45, Bryant and Springdale. We finish up in 1A, Westside and Earl girls at 6, and then everybody in Earl sticks around to watch the boys. They'll play Mark Tree for the 1A title at 7:45. 12 games, 4 today, 4 Friday, 4 Saturday.
So much basketball. The United Basketball Championship was awarded. Cedar Ridge, the state champion, they knock off Greenbrier. So much fun up ahead. Tip-off from Hot Springs coming up.
This broadcast is underwritten in part by...
Since 1937, the electric cooperatives of Arkansas have been providing power to homes, farms, and businesses across our state. The cooperatives are member-owned and work together to serve Arkansans. The electric cooperatives of Arkansas proudly support high school students and athletics in Arkansas and hope you enjoy watching the state championship games on Arkansas PBS Sports. Better connected together. The electric cooperatives of Arkansas.
UAMS is a proud supporter of Arkansas PBS Sports. UAMS Health provides orthopedic and sports medicine care across Arkansas, supporting athletes and teams throughout the state. Find out more at umshealth.com. Winrock Automotive supports Arkansas athletes as a sponsor of the Arkansas PBS Sports broadcast of the high school state championship games. With 7 dealerships across the state serving Little Rock, Conway, and Jonesboro, Winrock Automotive is community-focused and provides vehicle sales and service across Arkansas. We're honored to be a part of these unforgettable moments celebrating Arkansas student athletes. Winrock Automotive, connecting communities through service and support.
Arkansas, we have something special in store for you. Our original series, Arkansas Treasures, is coming back with Season 2. Hello, I'm Roy Dudley. I'm Paintings, Drawings, and Arkansas Items Evaluator for Arkansas Treasures. Learn what your discovery is worth at the Arkansas Treasures Season 2 Evaluation and Taping event. See how you can donate to get your tickets now at myarpbs.org/Arkansas Treasures.
This month in Passport on the PBS app.
He realizes that you could find cancer before it technically exists. That really is unprecedented.
Easter Island. Its giant moai statues inspire wonder.
They follow ancient routes called flyways, but the world beneath their wings is changing.
These and other shows from Arkansas PBS are available with Passport on the PBS app. This month in Passport on the PBS app.
He realizes that you could find cancer before it technically exists. That really is unprecedented.
Easter Island. Its giant moai statues inspire wonder.
They follow ancient routes called flyways, but the world beneath their wings is changing.
These and other shows from Arkansas PBS are available with Passport on the PBS app.
Welcome back to championship basketball here at Hot Springs. JB Brazil alongside Wes Moore. And Wes, both of these teams, a dream season. It's going to come to an end for one of them. The other one, the dream will keep rolling on. Izard County, though, to get to where they're at, had to win 3 straight. Let's take a look back at that.
Yeah, Izard County making school history to get to this state championship game. But we'll take a look at how they fared against Ozark Mountain, beating them by 23 points in the first round. Then took care of Owen 55-41, advanced to the semifinals where they beat Quitman. A big game for Izard County to knock off Quitman, win that game by 11. Let's check out Izard County and some of the players to watch in this game. Izard County is starting lineup. You take a look at it with their 5 players. Stephen Spray, Yancey, Bailey, and Johnson. This is a team for Izard County. There's not one individual that's going to just dominate this game. They get production from all over the court.
Absolutely. Quinn Johnson, though, paces all of them, and she's going to need to have a big game today.
Yeah, Quinn Johnson, 18 points, 7.5 rebounds this season, 3.5 assists. Just does a little bit of everything for this Izard County team. 31-4 record. You look at them, 60 points they average on offense, but defense, they get it done. Only 44 points per game.
For Izard County, they're going to have to do a lot of things right. What's the keys to the game, Wes?
Yeah, for Izard County, they got to handle this defensive pressure. That's what Barton does. They're going to get after Izard County, so you got to handle that. And then maybe the number one thing, contain Jackson and Wilson. These are 2 fantastic players for Barton.
We'll get to Barton in here just a moment. We're just about set for opening tip. The Centennial Bank State Basketball Championships are underway. The Barton Bears will control the opening tip against Izard County. The Cougars and Bears, first ever trip to the state title game. They go alley up top, underneath. The shot off won't go for Barton. That was Jakira Jackson. That one looked almost like an alley-oop, something they've tried a couple times this year.
I tell you what, you saw the athleticism right there from Jackson. She can get up and just absolutely fly. We've seen highlights of her trying an alley-oop, and it doesn't even look real how much she can jump, how high she can jump, and you just saw that right there. Went up and got that. Unfortunately, unable to connect.
And then defensively forcing the miscue. So a turnover for Izard County on their first trip. They don't get a shot off. Barton will have it now.
Yeah, good look there for Izard County trying to hit on the baseline. Just a little too high on that pass. Izard County coming out playing a little bit of a 2-3 zone.
Still looking for the game's first score. A little under a minute has gone by, and a big shot. Demaya Wilson, the junior, starts it off. Barton strikes first.
Wilson averages 22 points per game, and she's going to have that shot right there on the elbow all night long if she wants it. She looked very comfortable taking that shot.
You mentioned it earlier, Izard County, they've got a handful of different players that can score. Quinn Johnson, the one that leads the way, but they're going to have to really find a way to beat this pressure from Barton because they're flying everywhere defensively.
Well, and you saw Demaya Wilson trying to come in and pick off that pass, got there a little late, picks up the foul. That's one thing that Barton doesn't want to do. They don't want to get Wilson or Jackson into foul trouble because they mean so much to this team, but a quick foul that time for Wilson.
Olivia Spray tries to bounce pass, knocked away by Barton, so a sideline inbounds for the Cougars.
Yeah, and if I'm the Cougars, I'm going to attack. I'm going to try to attack Wilson again, see if I can't pick up another foul on her real quick in this game.
Yancey running into problems, lost it. They got someone underneath, wide open, Tinley Bailey for the easy score.
It's a great job by Quinn Johnson getting there, picking up that loose ball, and once she got it, she was looking for a teammate quickly and found one for a layup.
So we're all tied up at 2. That 3 ball had too much oomph on it, and Izard County is pushing the other way. Quinn Johnson, now they'll slow things down. Skip pass into the corner. Yancey launches a 3, and she buries it.
Got there on that corner 3, the short side, and nailed it. High arcing 3, nothing but net.
Izard County 5-0 unanswered. They take their first lead of the contest. Barton looking for a response. Zaria Smith out high. Nearly had that one stolen as she tried to feed Jackson. There's a left wing try off the backboard, no good on the launch from Maxby. Izard County trying to push the lead out. Open look, Tinley, Bailey, nothing but net for the 17-footer.
Hot, starting off the game, making some outside shots. That'll help them relax. You can see them trying to pick up the defensive intensity. Make a couple shots, it changes the way you feel.
You know the nerves are rolling, so that certainly eases things a bit. Good strong take to the rack from Jackson, but couldn't get it to go, and the Cougars a big board.
Great rebound from Bailey to go up and get that.
Cougars up 7-2. Little floater in the lane's too strong, and Barton's got the rebound. Trailing the play, 3, Demaya Wilson, side rim, no offensive board though. Zaria Smith shot won't go, got a second chance but couldn't knock it down.
Quinn Johnson looking to push. They want that tempo, get up the court. Look at this deep shot.
Deep 3 off the front rim, Mackenzie Yancey heat check, and then cleaning up the mess, Olivia Spray, the junior, puts the Cougars up 7.
Barton looks a little winded, but nobody got down the court to rebound, and so there were 2 of the Izard County girls there ready for the rebound, just got it, an easy layup.
Left wing triple try is short. Offensive rebound though, Wilson fading away, can't get it to go. Both of them unkind. It's 9-2 Izard County, and Spray's looking to push. You can tell they've got it across quickly, and then they find openings when the defense is struggling to get back.
Oh, she just picked up another foul. Nope, that's Jackson this time.
So Jackson gets tangled up right here. Look at this 3-ball from earlier.
Corner 3, splash. Izard County starting out hot. They're going to the bench in this timeout. They are excited, and they should be, because they've jumped out to a 9-2 lead. Stick around, we're just getting started.
You know, I think sports are really big to a lot of people, and because it's an important part of our fabric in our community. And the one good thing about what I've seen is it's high quality production. You know, you think of the small communities all over Arkansas, it's a big deal that they can turn on the TV or DVR or whatever and know they're going to get a quality product. And so I think it just expands the focus of what PBS is doing. You know, Arkansas PBS is doing a great job, and I think it's part of education.
This broadcast is underwritten in part by
Centennial Bank supports communities across Arkansas and is a proud supporter of the Arkansas Activities Association and Arkansas PBS Sports, providing financial services since 1999. Member FDIC. More at my100bank.com.
And running. Didn't get a chance to show you the starting lineups for Izard County. Quinn Johnson at the bottom. She's been the mainstay, but she's had help from the other 4, and certainly Mackenzie Yancey with a big 3 to get things going. And then Barton on the other side, Jakira Jackson, Demaya Wilson. Those are the 2-headed monsters for Barton. They've been very, very good all year long, those Winrock starting lineups. Yancey, they feed it out top. For Johnson, 3 won't go. But boy, a big, long offensive rebound.
Izard County making all the hustle plays right now.
And how about that? Jumps the route. Oh, no. They're going to say she fouled her first. Jakira Jackson thought she got the clean steal, but the bump occurred first.
And that's going to be 2 fouls on Jackson. That's a very unfortunate foul. That's just a loose ball. And these 2 players are just trying to hustle and make a play.
Izard County, though, up 9-2. The physicality for Barton, it's got its pros and cons, right? You can get forced turnovers, but sometimes too physical leads to foul trouble. Open again underneath, turnaround jumper, got it to go. Tinley, Bailey, the senior.
How about Bailey with a little reverse? I thought she was going to do a drop step to the basket, and she goes the other way because she's so confident in that little 5-footer.
Fancy footwork. Barton still looking for an answer. They went up 2-0, but currently an 11-0 run for Izard County here in the first quarter.
Too many jump shots. Need to attack, get to the basket.
Now some miscommunication. Jackson, nobody home in the corner. The turnover gives it back to Izard County.
This 2-3 zone for Izard County is doing exactly what they want. You know, this could be a tough place to play. It's early state championship game. You got all these nerves going on, and you're just forcing a team to shoot a bunch of jump shots and 3-pointers. That's exactly what Izard County wants to do. You got to find a way to get to the basket, get some easy points right now if you're Barton.
Mackenzie Yancey brings it ahead for the Cougars, looking to add to that lead. Someone got left open. They elect not to shoot that one. Now they will. 3-ball off the front side. Callie Skidmore into the game. Can't get it to go. Scramble for the loose ball. Wilson's got it, but it'll be a jump. And it'll stay with Izard County.
Once again, I mean, Izard County, they're on the floor. They're just making these small little plays, these little hustle plays, and it's getting them an extra possession here or there.
So far, they've been able to handle the pressure up until that point. We got a foul. That one's going to go against Izard County, and so Barton gets a break finally, looking to set up some offense.
Yeah, good job by the defense, paying attention. Bad pass, out of bounds. Let's see what the Bears can do here.
They just need something to go down. Kind of stop the bleeding a little bit. Still very early, 2:36. As that little floater won't go. And Tinley Bailey amongst the trees pulls down the board, but it's taken away. Wilson with a big steal. That's the second turnover of the day against Izard County. Zaria Smith will kick it back out high. Fresh shot clock. Pull up, jumper, high off the window, won't go. Rebound from Sledge to the top. 3, that one won't go either. And finally the Cougars the board, then they threw it away. Jackson gets it to go, and it stops the 11-0 run.
Well, when your offense is struggling, what can you do? You can turn to your defense, and that was just a good steal, layup, easy points for Jackson. Defense to offense.
Nearly got another steal. Now Yancey to the rack. Fouled on the way in by Sledge, and she'll head to the free throw line.
It was good. She saw an open hole, and she did not hesitate. She just sped through that hole, got to the lane, got to the basket, gets fouled. She'll go to the free throw line.
How about the athleticism from Jakira Jackson early? She's been flying everywhere to the basketball.
Very quick and fast. Top end speed, very athletic. We've already seen jump, how she can jump. They're going to have to use that on the defensive end to get to the basket and create some easy points on their offense right now. Just struggling a little bit with this Izard County defense.
2 big free throws by Mackenzie Yancey. Those always come in clutch in a state title game. She goes 2 for 2 and pushes the lead back out to 9. Off the screen, left wing, 3, nothing but net from Demaria Wilson.
I watched her shoot during warm-ups. She has a great outside stroke.
Certainly the Bears want to get her going. Johnson splits the double team and kicks it too tall for Tinley Bailey. Barton trying to speed her up and force the turnover.
That's exactly what they did. A little defensive pressure, force the turnover, bad throw. Barton trying to crawl back into this game. Look, they're 37-1 for a reason. They're in this championship game for a reason. You knew they were going to make a run, figure things out.
Wilson trying to get another one to go. That one's too strong. Loose ball, out of bounds, last touched by the Bears. And you talk about their offense, Wes. This year in the state tournament, 87 points against Ouachita. That's 8th most in Arkansas history for a team. They can score at will, and that's why Izard County is going to have to be careful defensively.
Well, they mercy ruled 30 of their 38 opponents. That's being up 30 points in the fourth quarter.
Izard County, though, they've got that one working down low. Tinley Bailey, the easy bunny.
Tell you what, I'm impressed with Bailey's game. Came in averaging 10 points and 7 rebounds, and we've seen her gobble up a couple of nice rebounds and a couple of nice shots there in the post, too. She's very comfortable, you can tell.
Absolutely. Hasn't missed as a team. Izard County shooting 60% here in the first quarter. Wilson, the 3, rattles it home, and Izard County's only up 5.
Izard County's got to keep an eye on 2 and 3. Know where they are at all times. Do not give up open threes.
Olivia Sprague going straight downhill. Can't get the shot to go. Scramble for the loose ball. It's a jump. And alternating possessions will give it back to Barton.
Bailey did it again, went up and got it. Here's a good look at Bailey on that layup, but she just went up and got a jump ball. Just skying for that rebound.
I love Demaya Wilson's shot. It reminds me of Sean Marion. A little bit the way she kind of, yeah. Whatever works, right? She's looking good early. Wilson's 2 of 4 from deep.
Got her in the corner. Good pass, and she would have gotten that shot off.
They go a lot. Alley-oop! Basket counts! And she's going to the line. You got to be kidding me.
How many girls teams have alley-oop in their playbook? Barton, and that's it? Who else? Who else can do that?
Wow, and she's 5'7", Wes.
You got to see a replay, see where her hands were when she caught that ball. She is so close to the rim.
You know, she almost had an alley-oop earlier this year in a transition play. Wilson bounced it off the backboard, and then Jackson went up with one hand, nearly got the alley-oop to go. Final possession of the quarter. Bounce pass too low for Bailey. Turnover again. Barton's within 2, and with 2.4 to go, a chance to tie or take the lead here at the end of the quarter.
Wow. I mean, her hand's up there in the middle of that net.
Wilson launches. It's short, won't go. 15-13, got a good one after 1 quarter of play. You're watching the Centennial Bank State Basketball Championships on Arkansas PBS Sports.
Are you ready for Quiz Bowl 2025? It's the 40th year of the most exciting academic competition in Arkansas, and it is live right here on Arkansas PBS. It's the Arkansas Governor's Academic Competition Quiz Bowl State Championship. Schools from all over the state square off right here in this studio to see who will come out on top. Don't miss a single question. Tune in or stream on the PBS app. Saturday, April 26th, starting at 9 a.m.
This broadcast is underwritten in part by
Summerwood Sports Complex in Bryant features 4 courts across 2 gyms, located off Interstate 30, offering space for tournaments, practices, and training. Proud to support the Arkansas Activities Association and Arkansas PBS. More at summerwoodsports.com.
Well, who doesn't always like a little bit of trivia time?
Well, let's go.
Let's take a look here. So, question is, who holds the single season scoring record in Arkansas girls basketball history? Let you ponder that a little bit.
So many great girls players in the state and the history of Arkansas. That is tough. How about the Barton girls? Jackson and Wilson, they got all 13 of their points. And it started with defense. 5 turnovers for Izard County there in that first quarter. Izard County, of course, jumps off to a great start, and they were in control of this, but then the Barton defense got them back in this game with some turnovers, some steals, and we got a ball game, 2-point ball game.
2 areas to clean up. Izard County, protection of the basketball, and then Barton's got to shoot better, only 5 of 18. They get an easy jump shot from Bailey underneath, can't get that one to go, and now Barton got a chance to tie or retake the lead.
First miss of the game for Bailey.
Wilson for the lead. Front rim, no. Jackson, the offensive board, puts it high off the glass, and we're tied.
Did a good job rebounding early for Izard County, but it's kind of fallen off last couple of minutes.
Boy, they certainly crashed to the basketball. Jump shot. There from Spray, won't go. A little too strong. Now Barton's defense causing problems. Wilson behind the back, kicks out, draws everybody. Right wing, Jackson's 3 won't go. And Izard County's heading the other way. Spray, quick, nice move. Can't get it to go, though, too tall, and then a foul on the rebound against Izard County.
Barton's done a great job of speeding things up for Izard County. They came out, Izard County was in control of this game. They were playing under so much control. But then credit Barton. They just stepped up the defensive intensity, and it's just changed this game.
It was 2-0 Barton, and then Izard County went on an 11-0 run before Barton finally stopped it. They've climbed back, tied this thing up. Wilson, step back 3 with a hand in her face, won't go, and Bailey's got the board.
It's good defense by Izard County that time. They can live with that.
Quinn Johnson trying to get in on the action. Her shot won't go, but she's fouled on the way in.
When you struggle, what do you want to do? You want to drive to the basket. And that's exactly what Quinn Johnson did that time. Get to the free throw line, stop this run. Just settles everybody down a little bit when you do just the basic things of basketball, and that's one of them. So heads up play from Quinn.
For Barton, the keys for them were to control the pace of play and capitalize off turnovers. They've certainly done that, certainly there in the later part of the first quarter.
It's been the difference on their comeback. They stepped it up, got the pace going the way they like to play it, and it's been a little frenetic pace. Barton's taking advantage of it.
Izard County back up by 2. How about the free throw shooting? 4 for 4. Yancey and Johnson have both knocked down all of their tries. Those are things you look back late in the game. If you hit your free throws, it keeps you in it or gives you the win.
Make the easy shots, make the free throws.
Wilson's tough shot won't go. Now Izard County's heading the other way. They get it across without too much pressure. That's been the key. Force a miss, get it over quickly. Now Spray, a little short jumper won't go. Scramble for the board. It pops out to Jackson. Moving quickly, jump step, right hand, fancy footwork. Tied once again.
Woo. Hard to stop that. She went through 3 defenders.
Izard County's trying to respond.
Just pounding. That pressure is so difficult.
And then Johnson doing what she does best, right? Getting contact, going to the free throw line.
I said she went through 3 defenders. She went through all 5. She beat 1 at the free throw line, then there were 4 waiting on her, and she just diced through there.
Quinn Johnson, team's leader. Knocks down the first. 5 of 5 as a team from the charity stripe. This is where Johnson gets a lot of her points, averaging 18.1 points per game. She's a big rebounder too. 70% free throw shooter. Doesn't look like it knocks them all down.
She's 100% free throw shooter tonight.
Well, it was a big lead early for Izard County, but once Barton got back in this thing, it's been nip and tuck ever since, and Jackson's fouled out high before the drive, so it should be on the floor.
She's so quick. I mean, just a little hop, jumps around the girl, causes her to foul. Just a second team foul here in the second quarter on Izard County.
So Tabriana Moore will hand it off to Wilson. Deep 3, right wing, off the side, no good. And the rebound's pulled down by Callie Skidmore. It's a freshman for Izard County. Spread the drive and the kick. Skidmore, right wing, the freshman gets the free roll.
Oh, the freshman is excited, let out a yell. May have heard that back home.
She is fired up, gives Izard County a 5-point lead. Jackson will kick it over in the corner. Zaria Smith now. Slowing things down, trying to be a little bit more methodical, find an open lane.
Well, Barton's gone to a man-to-man, changed things up a little defensively, and so, I'm sorry, Izard County went to a man-to-man. Barton was trying to figure it out a little bit, and that's why it slowed it down.
Caused some problems too, forcing the turnover. Barton travels with it. Izard County on a 5-0 run. Got to handle this pressure though, that's been the name of the game. Johnson playing with 2 fouls. Free throw line jumper, lost it, it was tipped. Tries to kick it back and Yancey saves it.
They got Tinley running that baseline. If they'll look up, Barton forgets about her sometimes.
Now over to Yancey with 10 to shoot. Drives to the lane, high off the glass, no. Bailey battling, can't get it. Jackson strips it away. Trying to move quickly. Jackson, shovel pass. Out it goes to Moore, not it to go. 3-ball for Demaya Moore.
What a duo. Jackson just drives in, sucks all the defense into her, and she just kicks it out to a wide open Demaya Wilson. She knocks down the 3. It's a pretty simple offense.
That's right. Get Jackson, get the defenders to collapse, and then Wilson does the rest. Johnson on a nice feed underneath. Bailey, the baseline jumper, won't go, but how about the rebound? The freshman Skidmore, a second chance look, and she's going to the line.
Skidmore went up and got that, and then aggressively take it back up. Barton had their hands down. When she goes up, she hits their hands. Easy call from the official, and she'll go to the free throw line.
Well, it's 22-20. Very, very close. A timeout on the floor. We'll have free throws when we come back.
It's primetime on your time. Get more of your primetime favorites each weekday starting at 1:30 following our PBS Kids programs. Catch up on all the programs you love, including Exploring Arkansas, nature, Antiques Roadshow, Arkansas Week, British favorites, mysteries, and more, beginning at 1:30 p.m. Monday through Friday. See the full schedule and all the ways to watch at myarkansaspbs.org/watch.
This broadcast is underwritten, in part by
Everett Buick GMC provides vehicles to Arkansas families and supports local organizations. Community involvement has been part of our story for generations. Proud to support the Arkansas Activities Association and Arkansas PBS Sports. More at everettbgmc.com.
Well, would you like to know who is the single-season scoring record in Arkansas girls basketball history?
Dying to know.
It's Wanda Dillard from Brinkley. 35.7 points per game, Wes. That's unreal.
I'd like to see the list of every game she played that year, because it wasn't just 30s. She had to have some 40s, some 50s, not many 20s, and you average 35. That is impressive.
That's more than some teams average in a game. Skidmore, the freshman, trying to keep Izard County perfect from the line. Can't connect on the first. Chance to push the lead back out to 3, though. The rim's unkind, goes 0 for 2, and Barton will bring it ahead with Jackson and Wilson. I'll talk about Demaya Wilson, what she can do as a freshman. The numbers she put up, 55 points, 4th most in a game by a player in Arkansas as a freshman, Wes. Wow. Left wing 3 from Tab Moore won't go, and Izard County, little bit of miscommunication, trying to outlet off their own player. Jackson ties it up off the turnover.
Careless mistake. Izard County's got to take care of the ball. There wasn't even any pressure on them that time. It was just a miscommunication. Take care of the basketball.
Yancey trying to get it across the timeline. Spray. A right wing jumper, rattles it home.
Like how she just stepped up, hit that little 15-footer, no big deal. State championship game, tie game, no big deal. I'll just knock this down.
Spray, the junior, such confidence. Now the baseline pull up from Jackson won't go, but she was fouled and a chance to tie it at the free throw line.
So quick. The way she exploded into that jump shot, I think it caught Izard County a little bit off guard and just ran into her and had a little contact.
Jackson can't get the first free throw to go. Something that Barton has done well. They've tried to keep Quinn Johnson from taking over. She's only got 4 points, but she's only taken 1 shot. They've tried to limit her. Izard County, they know their task at hand is to slow down Jackson and Wilson.
Only the 2nd and 3rd free throws of the game for Barton.
They haven't got to the free throw line a ton.
No.
Give Izard County credit, though. They have, and they've capitalized for the most part. Spray's left open. Ball fake. Jumper. She likes the mid-range. She's good at it. Gets that one, too.
2 in a row.
Olivia Spray, actually a home score up there at Izard County, and rolls to play on the girls' basketball team. Her brother also plays for Izard County. They lost in the state tournament, almost made it back-to-back, both teams.
Izard County changing up their defense once again, trying to figure something out. How can we slow down Jackson and Wilson?
They hand it off. Wilson, the floater, gets it to go. Good pass to get it to her, and Wilson did the rest. And then Wilson a little bit too aggressive. That's foul number 2 as she tried to go for the steal against Olivia Spray. Speaking of Spray, how about these mid-range shots?
That's actually her 3rd foul.
Oh boy, that could be problematic for Barton.
Attack 3. Anytime I see 3 around me, I'm going right at her.
But right now, it's the Olivia Spray show. 3 mid-range jumpers in a row.
She's got that look on her face right now. Not phased at all. So intense.
Under a minute to play in the half. Izard County's out 4. Jackson, short jumper, won't go. Bailey, another rebound. She's been big today for Izard County. She leads the way for the Cougars with 8 points. Leads them in rebounds as well. Corner feed, Yancey launches a 3. It glances off the rim, but they get the offensive board. Sprague toes up with 3. That one just a little bit too strong.
She was feeling it. Little heat check there.
Barton could hope for the final shot, but they're not going to. It's Jackson going straight downhill. We got a foul on the way in, so no free throws.
They got her out high. Little reach-in foul. 4th team foul.
And then the 3 off the inbounds. Wilson does it again.
Just can't let that happen. You got to identify the shooters, know where they are on that inbounds play, and just cannot let her have an open 3.
Johnson got her pocket picked from behind by Jackson. They got a chance here for the final shot. Wilson at the buzzer, doesn't realize it, passes, and time has expired. It's a 1-point game at half, 28-27. You're watching the Centennial Bank State Basketball Championships on Arkansas PBS Sports.
Since 1937, the electric cooperatives of Arkansas have been providing power to homes, farms, and businesses across our state. The cooperatives are member-owned and work together to serve Arkansans. The electric cooperatives of Arkansas proudly support high school students and athletics in Arkansas, and hope you enjoy watching the state championship games on Arkansas PBS Sports. Better connected together. The electric cooperatives of Arkansas.
Hey everybody, Steve Sullivan here along with Christina Munoz. It's halftime at Bank OZK Arena in Hot Springs, but don't go anywhere because we've got a lot in store for you. In the early 1990s, a remarkable chapter in Arkansas basketball history was about to unfold at Arkansas Tech University. Under the leadership of Coach Joe Foley, the Golden Suns weren't just chasing victories, they were building a program that would inspire generations. This is the story of back-to-back national championships that did more than fill trophy cases. It created a legacy of excellence that continues to shape Arkansas basketball today.
We had great team chemistry. He was a great coach, and
we won back-to-back national championships.
They were really successful before we got there.
Jim Yeager, I think, pretty well started the program, and Jim Dickerson took over after him. So it was a very successful program when I got to take over.
There was an assumption, a false assumption, that women couldn't do what the men were doing. Their first experience at playing full-court basketball was when they came to college. But when Coach Foley came, he really put the misconception aside.
Especially this team wanted to do something nobody thought they could do, and nobody expected them to do except themselves.
When it came to recruiting, he was very honest, frank about what his expectations were going to be.
You know, everybody wants to win, but not everybody wants to prepare to win. And this team understood the preparation, how hard it was.
He was very detail-oriented in his motion offense. We would rep the same drills over and over and over.
When you believe in something, you got to really give yourself to it. And those kids were disciplined to get better each day. As a coach, I had to get better each day. And it all kind of accumulated at the end, and they ended up being an unbelievable basketball team.
Things just kind of flowed kind of easily that year.
And I kind of sat there after it was over when the final horn sounded. We won by 15 or 16. And I thought, is this all there is to it? Because I knew we just blew everybody out.
They were tenacious, aggressive, and they were mentally challenging to play against. And by the end of the game, they had won the game not only physically, but mentally.
The practices were actually tougher than the games.
That's what separated us from a lot of teams is the preparation.
We just screened, read screens, passed, cut. That's just the motion offense. We had a target on our back. We were all returning, and we knew that. So it was way more difficult. He did not call a timeout. He told us he trusted us. Hey, you know how to play basketball, just go make a play. We've worked on this.
The defense kind of spread because they knew that she was going to deliver the ball to one of those. And all of a sudden she sees, okay, she's got great awareness. So she sees, well, they're all covered. She drove by.
They made a great pass, and there was nobody guarding me. It was kind of lucky. It wasn't like it was a tough shot.
And laid in a layup as the shot clock went off, and we went up by 1.
I was just blessed to be able to make it. been successful. They were on a state finals team last year.
We're all close and know each other really well.
It's just a good bond, and I think it helps us during the game sometimes. She's very strict sometimes, but
that just makes us better. With our team last year, we got to a very high position, where nobody else was.
Instead of hammering them to do something, you've got to encourage them to believe in themselves.
Gets her point across. I like the way she coaches
because she knows what's best for us, and
I learned why he did what he did. He pushed us to be the best we could be, to get outside of our own comfort zone.
If you set your expectations high, you're going to get up there pretty good.
Winning is not the ultimate.
That it wasn't about the X's and O's, it was about the people.
We don't just teach them basketball, we teach them life skills. I just want them to be good people. These kids need to know all the time that I love them, that I'll do anything for them. But once we cross those lines, there's going to be a high expectation and a high standard that I'm going to expect them to play, and I'm going to be on them. But when I walk off the court, I'm going to hug them, tell them I love them, and we're going to move on to the next day.
Putting the pieces together each year, trying to figure out the best way for that team to play, the best way to help those kids become a great team. That's the joy.
Winning's great, but ultimately the relationships you have with these kids when they go off.
I would tell players all the time, you make me a better coach. And they'd look at me and say, why? And I'd say, because I don't want to let you down. And you didn't want to fail them. And when you had great players that gave you everything, you can't quit on them. You got to go. You got to figure it out.
From those unforgettable championship seasons in 1992 and 93, the Golden Suns' impact resonates far beyond the court. Through coaches like Karen Pinion McNabb, the spirit of excellence and determination that Joe Foley instilled lives on in gyms across Arkansas. Here at Arkansas PBS, we celebrate these champions who showed us that true greatness isn't just about winning titles, but passing the torch to future generations. Now let's toss it over to Christina. She's going to introduce you to some very talented athletes. Christina.
That's right. Thanks, Steve. Earlier in the season, we reached out to schools all over the state looking for athletes who not only excel on the court, but in the classroom too. Here's the Arkansas PBS Student All-Stars class of 2025. We start off with the 1A girls. That is Isla Holzman with the Sacred Heart Knights. Isla has a 4.0 GPA and plans to go to the University of Arkansas and study biology. For 1A boys, we have Jonah Walker, a senior center from Marked Tree. Jonah wants to go to college to pursue a career in the medical field. He likes playing football and hanging out with his brother in his spare time. Next up, we have Hayden Matheny representing 2A girls. She plays for the Lady Greyhounds of Sloan Hendricks High. Hayden has a 4.0 GPA and wants to attend Arkansas State University to pursue a degree in radiation therapy. For the boys in 2A, we've got Amari Neal. Amari has a GPA of 3.6 and wants to be a pediatric dentist. Hunting, fishing, and spending time with family are some of the ways he spends his spare time. The Bergman Lady Panthers' Brinley Collins is the 3A Girls Arkansas PBS Student All-Star. Brinley wants to further her basketball and academic career. She has a 4.0 GPA. On the boys' side in 3A, we have Rylan Robbins representing the Flippin High School Bobcats. Rylan wants to pursue college basketball and major in education. Basketball, fishing, baseball, and video games are how he likes to spend his spare time. Halfway through and on to the 4A girls, that's Jordan Youngblood with the Heber Springs Panthers. Jordan plans to attend ASU Newport to play softball and major in exercise science. She enjoys anything active and shopping. Riley Jones with the Eastham Mets represents the 4A boys. Riley has a 3.75 GPA and wants to become a basketball coach. He likes video games, hanging out with friends, working out, and trying new food. The 5A girls are well represented by JC Edrington of the Greene County Tech Golden Eagles. JC wants to attend Arkansas State and become a physical therapist. She has a 4.17 GPA and enjoys being with family and friends and loves everything about the lake. The 5A boys, well, that is Elias Zapian with the Russellville Cyclones. Elias wants to attend UCA and become a gastroenterologist. He enjoys hanging out with friends and family and playing basketball. Rounding out the classifications are your 6A Student All-Stars. For the girls, that is McKinley Campbell with the Harbor Lady Wildcats. McKinley is interested in becoming a veterinarian or possibly a psychologist. She has a 4.1 GPA and likes to cook, shop, and hang out with friends. And finally, for the 6A boys, we have Kellen Robinson with the Bryant Hornets. Kellen plans to play basketball at UALR. He has a 3.75 GPA and enjoys playing basketball and working out. Congratulations and keep up the good work. All right, Steve, it is about that time.
All right, yes it is, Christina. Let's get back to the Bank OZK Arena for the second half.
That's right, here on the home of the high school basketball state finals, Arkansas PBS.
Since 1937, the electric cooperatives of Arkansas have been providing power to homes, farms, and businesses across our state. The cooperatives are member-owned and work together to serve Arkansans. The electric cooperatives of Arkansas proudly support high school students and athletics in Arkansas and hope you enjoy watching the state championship games on Arkansas PBS Sports. Better connected together. The electric cooperatives of Arkansas.
It's almost time for the second half of action as we take a look at our first half stats. Izard County's up by 1, 28-27. Good shooting for the Cougars, 43%, but the biggest things, the turnovers, points off turnovers, and points in the paint. That's what's allowed Barton to hang around, and they've only got 2 players that have scored tonight. It's Wilson and Jackson.
Yeah, somehow Izard County, look, Jackson and Wilson are going to get theirs. They're good players, but you can't let them have easy baskets. You cannot lose containment of them at all times. You got to know where they are on the court. Izard County got off to a good start, and a lot of theirs been some of that mid-range game. They've had some nice little jump shots, but you take a look at Wilson and Jackson doing the damage. A little alley-oop action from Wilson to Jackson. Can Jackson fly or what? Here's some of that mid-range game I was talking about. Yeah, Spray with 8 points. Yancey had 5 points. Bailey, I really like Bailey's game. She's on her way to a double-double. She's got 8 points and 6 rebounds at the half.
Coach David Hartman's the head coach for the Cougars. This is his first ever trip to the finals. He's won one in 2008. He was a state title winner. His assistant, Kyle McCandless, was actually on that 2008 title team. He's won 4 state titles in golf. This would be big. And right into the action, the shot won't go. It's Sledge who gets fouled, and she'll go to the free throw line.
Sledge getting the start in the second half, wanting to use a little bit of her size, get some easy rebounds. She has a chance to be the first Barton Bear to score, not named Jackson or Wilson.
That's right. We thought it might be the dynamic duo. Sledge's first free throw is up and good. We're tied. If you look at Coach Court for Barton, Ryan Court, his daughter played at Pulaski Academy. Jaden Court went on to play collegiately at Purdue Fort Wayne and then Coastal Carolina in the Sun Belt. He said that she's been there, been to the high stage game, helped his team prepare for this moment. It was a slow start for Barton, but boy, they sure picked it up.
Yeah, Barton gets a couple of free throws from Sledge, and how about that? All of a sudden, they have a lead for the first time in a while. Barton pressure, gets a little deflection. Hands on the basketball.
Quinn Johnson going to try to get it across. Boy, there's 4 defenders all around. She's able to escape trouble, though. Then drives, goes off the glass. No, Tinley Bailey goes up the putback. My goodness, Tinley Bailey.
Double figures for Bailey now. She's got 10. Giving her 7th rebound also.
She is giving it her all today. You tell she's just a little bit banged up, the grimace on her face, but boy, she has played lights out.
Came into the game averaging 10, and she's got her 10.
Talking about needing a player to step up, right? And a foul underneath. That's a good drive and take inside from Zaria Smith.
How about this from Barton all of a sudden? Didn't have another player score in the first half besides Jackson and Wilson, and their first points in the second half.
could come from those other players. Sledge made 2 free throws. Now Smith has a chance to add 2 free throws.
You got to imagine that was part of Coach Court's plan, right? You know that Wilson and Jackson are going to be the mainstays, but maybe some production from other players.
You know, if I'm Izard County, I'm fine with that.
Sure.
I'm going to do everything I can to keep the ball out of Jackson's hand, Wilson's hand, make these other players, the role players, beat you in a state championship game.
Smith can't get the second one to go, but Jackson pulls down the board. 3-ball, Wilson! It's a big 4-point swing for Barton.
That's one of the things right there. You just got to block out. You cannot let her get that offensive rebound. And that turns into a 4-point play.
Quinn Johnson escaped the double team, nearly lost it. Now Spray's open, little jumper, won't go, gets her own miss, and then throws it up and is fouled. No one boxed her out, and she followed her shot.
And a cardinal rule there, box out the shooter. She shot it, no one even went to her, so she got the ball and put it back up.
When that replay there, Jackson almost went back up with it, but kind of lost her handle, ended up kicking it out. It worked out perfectly for Barton.
Just a couple small mistakes from these teams to start the second half. Uncharacteristic mistakes. You don't get to a championship game by not boxing out.
But I tell you, if you knock down your free throws, that'll bode well. Spray knocks them both down. That's tough to do in a state title game. Nerves are rolling to knock down your charity stripe shots. It's a deep launch. Got another one.
Gets the screen out top from Sledge. Frees her up. She pulls the trigger.
Earlier it was the Spray show. Now it's Wilson. Gets the steal. The feed to Jackson. Can't get it to go. And the rebound pulled down by Emily Stevens. But then she steps out of bounds on the sideline. That's another turnover. That's the 9th of the day for the Cougars.
Take a look at the replay. She gets the screen right there. No help. As soon as she gets that screen, the other defender's got to come out and guard her. You know that's what she wants to do.
Well, Coach Harmon wants to talk things over with his Cougars. They trail now by 4. Barton's never led by a ton. But right now they are up by 4.
It's around lunchtime. People ready to get something to eat. How about Wendy's? Support for Arkansas PBS Sports comes from Wendy's. The seasonal menu includes options like the mushroom bacon cheeseburger. Availability may vary by locations, but what's for lunch? How about a little Wendy's today?
Well, that sure does sound good, doesn't it? Well, right now, Barton's up by 4. Got a chance to add to it with Abriana Moore. Give it off to Demaya Wilson. Wilson has been lights out. 22 points leads the way. She's just taken over. Thought about the shot, shoveled the Sledge, but came in too hot.
Good idea. Sledge wasn't ready for it. She was going to rebound.
Just the 3rd turnover of the game by Barton, and nearly one for Izard County. Spray keeps it. Good composure. The ball fake, the jumper. Cash money again.
Spray can shoot it, can't she?
My goodness. That's her shot, right? She's towed up 1-3 today, but inside of that, now Wilson wants a 3. She's fouled on the shot, couldn't get it to go. Late on the defense, and Wilson makes them pay.
Yeah, they were just scrambling. Kind of fell behind a little bit. Here's a look at Spray. Gobbles up the loose ball. Gets into the paint. That Sledge on top of her. Long arms. Didn't bother her a bit. First free throw was good.
To tell you about the toughness of Demaya Wilson, Coach Court talked about her in the summer. She broke her finger in a game. It was not very fun, right?
Yeah.
She tapes it up and continues to play. Coach said, this is a summer. It doesn't matter. She said, no, I want to play. That's the type of toughness and competitor that Demaya Wilson is.
Wilson now with 23 points. 8 of 16 from the floor. 6 of 11 from the three-point line. Knocks down that free throw. Lead grows to 4.
She has been a game changer for Barton. This pressure's caused Izard County problems. Spray's able to get it across the timeline, though. Cougars haven't done the best job of getting it across and then finding the open shooter. Give Barton credit of getting back in transition. There's a foul underneath. It's going to go against Jackson. Yeah.
That's her 3rd.
So if you look at the lineup for Barton, Jackson and Wilson both have 3 fouls. Sledge has 3, and then for Izard County, Spray's the only one in foul trouble with 3. Skidmore's got Bailey. Baseline jumper, nothing but net.
Tell you what, this Izard County team can shoot that mid-range shot.
They're shooting 60% in the half. Deep 3, the bank is open. When it falls, and it keeps on raining. Largest lead of the game now for Barton, 41-36. Spray, high off the window. No, Skidmore, the freshman, rebound. Tried to go back up, tipped around. Johnson, right wing, 3.
I'll see your 3 for my own 3.
The answer from Quinn Johnson cuts the deficit to 2. 41-39 Barton. This game's been nip and tuck.
That's been a fun game. So entertaining. Skilled girls. Seeing Jakara Jackson, Demaya Wilson. This Izard County team, tell you what, the way they've shot the ball today, they're now 14 of 31 from the floor. That's 45%. 3 of 8 from the three-point line. Not living by the 3 as much as Barton. Barton's already shot 19 three-pointers, 7 of 19. That's 37%. That's still a good shooting percentage from the three-point line. UMS Health Orthopedics and Sports Medicine supports athletic programs and events across Arkansas. Clinics are located throughout Central and Northwest Arkansas. Learn more at umshealth.com.
Well, if you look at the scoring, it's mostly Demaya Wilson. She's got 27 points for Barton. Jackson follows with 11, and then for Izard County, it's Spray and Bailey both with 12.
You're at the point in this game with 4:45 in the third quarter. Their 2 best players, Barton's 2 best players, each have 3 fouls.
Yeah.
I'm making it a point of emphasis, attack them on defense, because you know they don't want to foul. They don't want to pick up the 4th foul, so I don't know how aggressively they would defend somebody. So you can get some easy points by attacking them. And then if you do pick up that 4th foul, start working on that. There's still a quarter and a half to be played. And if Barton loses one of those girls to foul trouble, could be the story of the game. That could cost them the game. I would attack.
Barton brings that defensive pressure, so you're going to have a chance to get up. There's a steal.
Attack her right here. Make her foul you.
Goes straight in. Gets the foul right on cue. Well, she needed to be out there coaching.
Simple basketball. But she did exactly what she needed to. Just attack her, went at her chest, had a little bump, and then when she goes up, that's when she drew the foul. Actually, she tried to block the shot. But you can't do that. She just can't. You can't pick up your 4th foul.
Yeah, for Jackson, got to be more careful. Your team needs you out there. Yancey did a heads-up play. Kind of absorbed that, drew that contact. So 4 personal fouls on Jackson. She's going to have to come out. This is huge. So Jackson, the second on the team in scoring today, will have to give way to Madison Collins, the sophomore.
Now, all eyes are on Wilson. I do everything I can. Make those other 4 beat you. Do not let her even shoot the ball. Try to get the ball out of her hand and don't let her get it back. Yeah, face guard her. That was great. Just stay right on top of her. Don't even let her get the ball back.
They got the freshman Skidmore face guarding Wilson. Trying to go to work, looking for that screen. They've got her doubled.
Stay with it. Keep doubling her.
Wilson straight through the lane, throws up. The shot won't go. The offensive rebound, the foul. Nice job from Smith to be there for the cleanup, and she'll head to the charity stripe.
Then that's the question for Barton now. Who steps up? Who's going to make some plays now that we're a little short-handed? And that time, it was Aria Smith. She gets a nice rebound, aggressive with it, takes it up strong, gets fouled.
Wilson giving it her all. You can tell she is gassed. I mean, she was rolling. Everybody was chasing her down the floor, it felt like. But you could see when she drove, the defense collapsed, got the shot up, the offensive rebound. They won't get the free throw there, but this would have changed to give them a 1-point lead. Got that one. Smith gives Barton the lead. And timeouts on the floor with 4:12 to play in the third.
That first half was so quick. We've already had 3 called timeouts in the third quarter.
42-41, a nail-biter from Hot Springs. We'll be right back.
You had a pretty hard life.
He was an excellent example of the tenacity of Arkansas.
The 9 children who were with you in Little Rock.
The most significant female.
They're just a little kid from wherever.
The straw came through my window.
How do you feel it was worth it?
Thursday, March 20th at 7 p.m.
It's hard to believe we've got 12 more minutes of this madness. 42-41 Barton. It has been back and forth, a lot of lead changes.
This is all you could ask for, honestly, in our first championship game of the day. Started off like, well, maybe Izard County's going to blow them out. Didn't see that one coming. Well, no, Barton came roaring back, and it has been back and forth for the rest of the afternoon. That's a significant development now with one of the star players, Jackson, on the bench for Barton. Can they survive these next few minutes without her on the court?
Spray's got Bailey wide open. Easy cherry picking for Izard County.
Well, they forgot to guard her. She was open the whole time, and everybody was yelling to throw it, to throw it, to throw it, to throw it. And finally, they threw it to her and still got the layup.
Bailey's had a great game. We got a foul on the drive inside. Wilson's going to be taking a lot of attacks to the basket. Skidmore is the one who picks up the foul. That's her second. 43-42, we're stepping aside once more, getting late in the first game of the state championship. We'll be right back.
This month on Arkansas PBS.
Father Brown thinks the wrong man is arrested.
In case you've forgotten, I'm the detective round here.
And he needs help to read the victim's lewd novel for clues.
Father, is this really necessary?
A woman is murdered.
8 or more blows, shattered the skull.
And the weapon used was unusual.
The spider could have been deliberately placed in Constance's shoe.
Only on Arkansas PBS.
This broadcast is underwritten in part by...
For over 70 years, Farm Bureau Insurance has offered coverage for automobiles, homes, farms, and lives across Arkansas. Proud to support the Arkansas Activities Association. More at afbic.com.
Our Arkansas PBS Student All-Star is Hayden Matheny. She is a guard for Sloan Hendricks. The junior has a 4.0 GPA, and she plans to attend Arkansas State University to study radiology. Hayden Matheny, our Arkansas PBS Student All-Star.
That's an Arkansas State team that's punched their ticket into the big dance for the women's basketball program. Coach Destiny Rogers, a great job for them. Back to action here in Hot Springs. Wilson to the charity stripe, knocks the first one down. We're tied once more. For the 8th time today, as a matter of fact.
I was just about to ask you, how many times have we been tied?
Won't get the second one to go. Bailey gets the board and saves it in. Heads up play from Tinley Bailey, and now they're trying to beat the pressure. Spray going straight into the defender, and she's fouled driving inside. If that's against Sledge, that'll be number 4.
Sledge was still moving a little bit. Did a good job of just cutting hard to the middle of the court.
So they gave the foul to Smith. Fresh shot clock now for Izard County. Tim Johnson's been relatively quiet on the day. Barton's done a good job of trying to keep her from getting going. And now the elbow jumper from Spray is short. Bailey, the offensive rebound, can't get the second chance to go, and then it's tapped out, last touch by Wilson.
Bailey with another rebound. It'll be her 8th rebound of the day. 14 points, 8 rebounds.
She's flirting with a double-double. Guarantee you, though, all she cares about is winning this game. Entry pass is stolen. Wilson trying to go end-to-end. With the left hand, out of control, couldn't get it to go. Now trying to flash for the steal. Got to be careful if you're Wilson. You already got 3 fouls. They kick it over. Yancey, no hesitation. The 3 is strong. And the defensive rebound pulled down by Tab Moore.
And face guarding already. They're on Wilson.
They don't want her to touch it. And we got a timeout. Coach Court wants to talk things over. He's going to try to figure out a way to get Wilson open. You got to imagine.
We've seen who he went straight to. He's talking to his girls right now, trying to get their attention.
Kyra Jackson on the bench right now. Her cousin Malik Cartwright played at Delta State. He's now playing overseas. She's got some athleticism in her blood.
A good look now at the Izard County huddle. Coach Harmon was talking to the official. Now he's talking with his girls. Good chance for him to reiterate what they want to do on defense here. They've done a pretty good job of keeping the ball out of Wilson's hand. But I'd run to double team at her every time she touched the ball.
For Izard County, when you look back at some greats during their time, one that comes to mind, Kennedy Cooper, might be the best girl player ever come out of Izard County. Played at Harding. They've got talent there. Wilson looking as she kicks it out high to Moore. It's thrown away. Yancey going coast to coast, and the Cougars are back up by a bucket.
Yancey gave out a let's go after that layup.
It's just the 5th turnover of the game thus far for Barton. Problem is they've given up 6 points off those 5 turnovers. Wilson, shot won't go, won't matter. Foul occurred first.
Ran through the screen. Didn't see the screen coming and just ran right through it. When they set that screen, the defender who's guarding the person who's screening needs to jump out and be there to help them continue with that double team. It's a 5th, actually the 6th team foul on Izard County this quarter. So we're going to go to the free throw line. That's what the fans were yelling. They were yelling at the officials. It's time to shoot free throws.
So Tad Moore's got a chance to tie this thing up with a charity stripe. Izard County's Brianna Fortney, the senior, getting set to check into the game for the first time.
Moore's first free throws of the game.
Well, what a big moment, right, in this contest. Still in the 3rd quarter, but it feels late.
It's been a long quarter.
It really has.
Coaches have been using their timeouts. You can tell the intensity's racking up a little bit because they're stealing possessions, trying to use every free time to make a point, make a change over there in the huddle.
Can't get the second one to go.
1 or 2 for Moore. Could have tied us up for the 9th time.
I got a feeling it might be that way again here in a minute. The way this game has been. Fortney gets the bounce pass. You can tell they've run that 1-3-1 zone, has Barton all game. Johnson kicks it to Spray. Tried to go outside, it's stolen. Wilson gets the steal, end to end, gets it to go, and Barton's back in front. They have applied that pressure all game. Give Izard County credit for the most part. They've been able to beat the pressure. Big jump step. Emphasis there for Spray, but she couldn't get it to go. Wilson gets a screen, crosses over, pulls up, free throw line jumper won't go. Bailey tips it to her teammate. Didn't get the rebound, but a great effort. Quickly the other way. Yancey, bounce pass, tried to go underneath to Fortney, but a heads-up play from Zaria Smith to knock it away.
Yeah, that was a good look. She had it, but Smith, a little hustle play, got there to deflect it out of bounds. Good look at the layup from Wilson. Under control, gets the job done.
That was important, too, for Spray, who's already got 3 fouls to get out of the way. Johnson, left wing, 3, too strong, but Bailey, another rebound, her 9th of the day. 3! Big shot for Izard County.
Offensive rebound leads to a wide open 3. So many times you see that. Izard County jumps back in front, takes the lead. Less than a minute to go in the 3rd.
7th lead change of the game. Tried to hand off Wilson, nearly lost it. Able to get the loose ball. Ball fake, and she's fouled on the way in. That means free throws for Demaya Wilson.
Just see how quick she is and the handles that she has. A little crossover. Just left the defender behind. The defender was actually falling to the ground and fell into her.
Fortney commits the foul. She's in the background, number 3. Her first foul of the game. Wilson with a couple of big free throws. She's got a 30-piece in the state title game. Give her 31.
4 of 6 from the free throw line now. And as much as she's had the ball in her hands, only 2 turnovers.
That's impressive. She's a talented player.
Barton's done a great job of taking care of the basketball, period. Only 5 turnovers from them. Izard County now up to 11 turnovers.
Yancey gets the bounce pass. Just 10 seconds separate the shot and game clock. Straight to the hill. Got blocked from behind from Sledge. Good defense for Barton. And Wilson trying to go end to end. High off the window. Barton's back up by 2.
So under control. I mean, she just drives down, takes her time. Then the body control. Split the defenders. Go up with it.
And then we got a steal, but Smith steps out, or I guess lands out with her back on the sideline, so Izard County catches a break.
It's right in front of us. Just careless with the ball. Got to take care of the ball. That's a great look at that layup.
14.5 seconds. Izard County going to hold for the final shot of the third quarter. Quinn Johnson feeds it Bailey. Baseline jumper, been there all game long, and Bailey makes a pay.
Wilson's got 4 seconds. See what she can do.
At half court, the heave won't go. We are tied at 50, heading to the 4th and final quarter. You're watching the Centennial Bank State Basketball Championships on Arkansas PBS Sports.
This broadcast is underwritten in part by
Centennial Bank supports communities across Arkansas and is a proud supporter of the Arkansas Activities Association and Arkansas PBS Sports, providing financial services since 1999. Member FDIC. More at my100bank.com.
Fourth quarter action. Let's take a look back at the previous 3 quarters. A lot of action, Wes.
50-50. I mean, that's all you could ask for in the state championship game. Izard County got off to a quick start. They were rolling. Tinley Bailey, a good game, but then it's Jakara Jackson to Maya Wilson for Barton. Wilson just throwing them in left and right. Unstoppable at times tonight. She's got 34 points through 3 quarters, 11 of 22 from the field, 7 of 12 from the three-point line. Meanwhile, Izard County's knocked down 4 threes of their own, 4 of 11 from the three-point line. 50-50 with 8 minutes to go.
If you look at Barton, it's been Wilson, 34 points. Jackson's been on the bench. Will she come out in the 4th quarter? Likely so. She's got 11. And then for Izard County, they got 3 in double figures. Bailey leads the way with 16. Yancey and Spray both with 12. And Quinn Johnson, she comes to life in the 4th quarter. She's only got 7, but Barton needs to watch her.
Yeah, Quinn Johnson averages 18 points on the season, and she's only taken 4 shots today. 1 of 4 from the field. And that one shot she made was a 3-pointer.
So here we go, final 8 minutes to decide this one. There's a chance with all the ties, we might need more than that. Yancey to the feed, nice touch pass. Spray through the lane, floats it up. Good defense, and it's pulled down by Jackson, who's back in the game. Behind the back, floating up, and she's fouled. The athleticism from Jakara Jackson on display.
She's been sitting over there on the bench resting, and she's ready to go. She's like a thoroughbred over there. You know, she's been in the stall, ready to run. She got on the court and just exploded.
She's fast. Can't get the first free throw to go, though. The second one would give Barton another lead. This game's been tied 10 times, Wes.
Just 1 of 4 from the free throw line.
Can't get either of them to go. Johnson corrals the rebound for Izard County. They beat the pressure. Spray slows it down, now gives to Johnson. Yancey launches a 3, hit in her face, and she buries it.
Yancey.
Give her 15 on the day. 3 of 6 from deep for Yancey.
She's feeling it. You're shooting 50% from the three-point line. I get it. Let's go.
A reminder, neither of these teams have ever won a state title, and we got a jam shot wedged up between the backboard and the rim. Both teams' first ever trip to the state title. They're putting it all on the line.
Well, if you're Izard County, that's what you want right there. You want to make someone else shoot the ball. If you can keep Jackson and Wilson the ball out of their hands and somebody else shooting it, mission accomplished.
Wes, you're pretty tall. You want to go out there and get the ball? We're having problems.
We got the broom. It took a second, but they figured it out where the broom was. DVD copies of the state championship games are available from M&M Productions. More information at mnmproductions.net.
53-50 Izard County. This game has fit the billing. Hard to believe this is the first game, and it has been a nail-biter.
That's ruled a jump ball, and possession went to Barton.
They tried to go inside, and Spray jumps in front, gets the steal. Just the 6th turnover of the game for Barton. They've done a good job with ball protection. Izard County up by a tray. Johnson, the floater from the elbow. Wow, gets it to go.
Little runner from 15 feet.
Quinn Johnson, she's got 9 points. Deep three, Wilson, the launch, it's strong, but she gets her own miss, then pulls up inside the arc. Can't get that one to go. Bailey, the rebound, she's got a double-double. Spray quickly ahead, Johnson open, 3-ball from the corners off the side, and it's pulled down by London Magsby, and then a foul by Yancey in the backcourt.
She's got the arms tangled. Like the effort, just a little unfortunate. There's a good look at Quinn's runner, and I think she thought she got bumped and it was going to be a foul called, so she was trying to put it up and get the free throws. No foul called. She gets the runner. Mission accomplished, gets 2 points anyway.
Both teams now have a player with 4 fouls. Jackson's got the ball now. She's got 4 for Barton. Yancey's got 4 for Izard County, and she's been their main 3-point shooter, 3 of 6 from deep in the state title game.
And so she had she was not going to foul her.
Laid off.
I mean, she did. She absolutely laid off.
Give Jackson credit realizing that crossed over, got an easy open jumper to cut the deficit, back down to 3.
And smart to attack her. Realized that she does not want to pick up that 5th foul and leave the game, and she just opened up and let them go, and easy basket.
6:02 to go. This has been an exciting matchup.
Arkansas PBS is the home for high school sports. If you love seeing these high school sports championships live and also on demand, please consider making a gift to Arkansas PBS today.
Well, the Barton faithful that have made the trek down to the Spa City, they are loving it. Both crowds really have been very adamant in this game. They've had a lot to cheer about, both sides.
No, it's been a well-played game. They've shot the ball well. They've executed. Both teams have executed and done what they wanted to do. Izard County, with their offense attacking that zone, they've been getting open jump shots, knocking those shots down. Barton, they're just using their athleticism. Jackson, especially Wilson, with 34 points now. She's just been in attack mode. She was forced to get in that attack mode once Jackson picked up that foul and had to go to the bench. Then Wilson just took over, and Barton rode her for about 4 minutes there in the 3rd quarter.
They nearly got Johnson trapped there in the backcourt. Then they get the steal, tipped away. Wilson going straight downhill. Yancey got to be careful. Wilson gets the bucket, 1-point game.
Izard County's got to take care of the ball. That's the #1 goal. Just take care of the ball, and we're going to win this game.
Spray, bounce pass, Bailey. It's blocked. Out of bounds. Last touch by Jackson. Great effort to get back in transition.
Jackson came flying through. Here's a look at the turnover that leads to easy points for Wilson.
Callie Skidmore had a big 3 in the game. The freshman gives it over to Spray. Bounce pass, Johnson inside the arc. Jumper, too strong, but it goes right to Yancey. They'll reset. Bailey with a hand in her face. The baseline J is pure.
Good body control that time from Bailey.
She is fired up. What a game it's been for Tinley Bailey. Jackson lost the handle, gets it back. They kick it out. LaTabriana Moore, 3-ball too strong, and Johnson's there. Going lead court pass, and Tab Moore takes it away. Trying to force it there, did Johnson.
Need to put a little air underneath that pass.
Now Wilson, free throw line jumper, it's short, and Bailey gets another board. Going all the way, Yancey to the glass, basket counts, and one for the Cougars!
See how she slowed down, got under control, came to a little stop. Right there, draws the contact, able to be strong enough to take that contact and make the shot.
And Yancey completes the three-point play. She and Bailey both have 18 in the state title game. Zaria Smith brings it ahead. Barton's going to try to figure out a way to get Jackson back in scoring again. She's only had 2 here in the second half. Jumping through the lane, floats it up. No, but she does what she always does best in getting to the free throw line.
Tinley just came down with her hand that time. She got up and created a tough shot, but once you bring that hand down, that makes it a pretty easy call. Looks like they actually gave that to Spray on the contact on the floor. That's her fourth.
Fourth foul on Spray. She's been big for Izard County. Jackson knocks down the first.
She needed that after going 1 for 5 at the free throw line.
Chance to cut it back down to 4, gets them both. Big free throws there for Jackson. Coach Court wants to talk things over with his team. You look at your screen, the foul trouble, it's starting to pile up for Izard County. Yancey and Spray both with 4. And
both have been big contributors today. They can't afford to lose either one of those players.
Well, anytime you get late in a game like this, still plenty of time left. What do you feel like the message is to both teams?
Well, for Barton, it's easy. They're going to get the ball into Jackson or Wilson's hand. That time it looked like they wanted to give it to Jackson, to give Wilson a little bit of a breather. She was worn out. Jackson got the ball, and Wilson just went to the other side of the court and rested. And they knew Jackson was going to go to work and make a play, and that's exactly what happened. For Izard County, take care of the basketball. When they have been able to take care of the basketball, they've beaten the press and gotten easy looks, good looks. But the problem is the turnovers. They're up to 13 turnovers, and that's led to some easy Barton points.
Izard County looking at inbounds after the timeout from Coach Court. They get it over to Yancey. Going to have to be careful there in the corner. Picks up her dribble, gets it to Spray. They beat the pressure. Now Skidmore slows it down. Yancey's open, right corner 3 with a hand in her face. It's short. Jackson looking to push after the rebound, trying to go coast to coast. Spray's got 4 fouls, had to hold up, and Jackson makes the bucket.
I actually think Wilson got a little bit of a hand on that three-pointer. That's why it was short. I think she deflected that ball.
Spray gets across. They've got a 3-on-1 break. Pull up. Spray off the backboard. No! Scramble for it. The freshman Skidmore's got it. Goes up. Shot wouldn't go, and now Wilson the rebound. A chance to tie or take the lead.
3-on-1, you'd like to get better than a 6-foot jumper. Need a layup right there.
Jackson going straight uphill, and Bailey fouled her.
Bailey just keeps her hands straight up. She's probably okay right there.
3:37 to go. This one's coming down to the wire. 2-point game in the 2A state title game. You're watching the Centennial Bank State Basketball Championships on Arkansas PBS Sports.
This broadcast is underwritten, in part by...
Summerwood Sports Complex in Bryant features 4 courts across 2 gyms, located off Interstate 30, offering space for tournaments, practices, and training. Proud to support the Arkansas Activities Association and Arkansas PBS. More at summerwoodsports.com.
This month in Passport on the PBS app.
You have no understanding of politics. You have done enough to the crown. Reputation is everything.
The Board of Health have declared war.
Sophie Straw is intelligent, instinctive, and she's the future.
These and other shows from Arkansas PBS are available with Passport on the PBS app.
Izard County up by a bucket on Barton with Jackson at the free throw line, a chance to tie it up.
That's what it's going to come down to. Who makes the free throws, who makes the easy shots down the stretch.
On the game, Barton's 13 of 22 from the free throw line. Izard County's 11 of 13. Jackson can't get the first.
Struggle for Jackson today at the free throw line, now 3 of 8.
Does go 1 of 2 though, so it cuts the deficit to 1. Izard County trying to handle the pressure. Into the corner, Johnson. She's trapped, gonna have to feed it ahead. They've got it to Skidmore, 3-on-1, pull-up, jumper, off the side, no! Once again, Izard County had numbers elected for the jumper. And then Spray comes from behind, gets the knockaway, but they call a kickball.
Fortunate that time for Barton. Looked like Izard County had a steal, but it goes off their foot and out of bounds. Yeah, Izard County's got to execute better there. That's 2 consecutive 3-on-1s, and they're settling for a jump shot instead of an easy layup.
There goes Wilson to work, floating it up. Got it to go. 38 for Wilson.
Another lead change.
10th of the day. Right at 3 minutes left in the contest. Johnson going straight downhill. Count it! She's going to the line.
That's what you have to do. You have to attack the basket, go to the rim. Draws the foul, finishes the play, gives Izard County the lead.
Welcome to the Arkansas PBS studios. I'm Kendi Jensen-Loving.
And I'm Jennifer Hillman. We're here to let you know what's happening this March.
In 2024, history was made when statues of Daisy Bates and Johnny Cash were unveiled in National Statuary Hall to represent the state of Arkansas at the U.S. Capitol. Join us for an Arkansas PBS original documentary, Unveiled, Daisy Bates and Johnny Cash, which explores the enduring legacies of 2 of Arkansas's most iconic figures and the artists who created the statues. Tune in for the broadcast premiere on Thursday, March 20th at 7 p.m.
To celebrate the premiere of Unveiled, Daisy Bates and Johnny Cash, Arkansas PBS has hosted an exclusive screening and panel discussion at Robinson Center in Little Rock. Join us at this free event on Wednesday, March 19th at 7 p.m. Reserve your spot today at myarpbs.org/events.
If you haven't yet secured your tickets to the Season 2 taping event for Arkansas Treasures, now is the time. Join us at the Arkansas PBS studios on either April 12th or 13th to have your collectibles and heirlooms evaluated live in our studios. Ensure your spot by visiting myarpbs.org/Arkansas Treasures to register now.
We're excited to announce that our Arkansas PBS original kids series, Mystery League, has been selected for national broadcast by PBS Kids. This means that kids across the country will get to experience our 3 fifth-grade detectives as they solve the never-ending mysteries in their small town of Mulberry Springs. Starting March 21st, the series will be available on all PBS Kids platforms.
Thank you for joining us this month. Be sure to connect with us on social media. You'll find us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, LinkedIn, and X.
Thank you for being part of our Arkansas PBS community. We'll see you again next month.
It's officially the birthday of the Northwest Passage trip.
We realized that, no one's ever actually wrote this thing in one season. We could be the first ones to ever do this.
That way.
It's one of those few places in the world that you're truly wild.
How far can we take this, and when does it become crazy?
Tonight at 10.
I love it.
When I had the opportunity to come, I thought, I'm not going to miss that opportunity.
I look around and everybody's got something great.
One gentleman showed me his coffee mugs that he had received as a wedding present, and they were $900, so that surprised me.
Folks are going to love it because, everybody wants to discover something valuable and be surprised.
It's going to be fun to see what all people have been hoarding here in Arkansas in their attics.
Friday night at 10.
Izard County doing a great job on the glass. They've got 16 offensive rebounds, out-rebounding Barton 41-28. It's the turnovers. They got to take care of the ball these last 2 minutes and 2 seconds. And, you know, that's what Barton's saying. Let's go get some turnovers. They've been turning it over. We've been getting some steals. Let's go get some easy points.
Jackson can't get the free throw, but she gets her miss. Tries to go baseline, lost it, gets it back, gives it to Wilson for the tie. No good, but an offensive rebound. They'll reset. Wilson being hounded. And Skidmore goes crossover. Wraparound pass, they keep it. Lost it momentarily, and the basket's good for Smith.
That was a huge possession for Barton. Get the free throw, the offensive rebound, then the points.
Izard County beats the pressure, nearly lost it. Now Johnson, deep three, right wing, off the rim. Bailey's got a board. They'll reset with 1:18. Johnson to the rack. Can't get it to go, but she's headed to the free throw line.
Johnson tried the three, but he said, you know what, let's do the smart play. Let's drive in. Let's go to the free throw line.
That's where you have a veteran player in Johnson realizing he wants straight downhill.
Johnson up to 14 points now. Really coming alive in the second half. She's 4 or 5 from the free throw line. Make it 5 or 6.
Pushes the lead out to 2. This second one's big. It would still be a one-possession game, but it would make it a 3-point lead. Gets it to go, hit the front rim, and then bounced off the backboard. We'll have a timeout.
How about that? Remember the last time she went to the free throw line, she airballed. She just made 2. With 1:16 to go in the state championship game.
Clutch free throw shooting. So it was just a stoppage of play. We're back to action, 1:15 to go. Barton trails by 3. Izard County trying to hang on. Jackson shovels it out. And then Johnson gets the steal momentarily. They jump on it. And we got a timeout. Wow, it'll stay with Izard County.
What a heads-up play by Johnson. Call the timeout. I thought we were going to have a jump ball. Instead, down on the ground, loses it, gets back on it, and calls timeout.
This game has been exciting to say the least, and I think what makes it so exciting is the effort that both teams are putting out there. They are leaving it all on the line.
Right now, Izard County, they're huddled up. They're talking about how we're going to break this press, what we have to do to protect the ball, to get the ball across half court. I would love to see them be aggressive because so many times they've broken the press. They've had an opportunity to score. But this time, don't settle for a jump shot. Take it to the basket, make them foul you, try to get a layup.
And if you go in, if you don't get fouled, that ball's not going to bounce out very far. When you miss the jump shot, it bounces out to the trailing defenders.
That's a good point. And for Barton, you know they're ramping up their press right here. They're thinking, we need a steal. We need a turnover. Anything to get that ball back. Jackson has survived playing with 4 fouls. Wilson, she had her 3rd foul, but she hasn't picked up another one, so she's in good shape. Look for Wilson to be very aggressive here and try to pick off a pass. Look how calm the Izard County girls are. They're looking up in the stands. They were just pointing out some of their friends in the stands, said, hey, look, there's so-and-so.
They're laughing, playing loose. That's what you want. If you're Izard County, Barton needs a stop at the very least. They'd love a turnover. 62 seconds remain. Stevens gets it in to Quinn Johnson. Now Skidmore picks up her dribble, gives to Johnson. Johnson gets it across the timeline, but now she's trapped, has to lob it, finds Stevens. Wilson guarding. Stevens picks up her dribble. Now she's in trouble. And we got a jump ball. It'll stay with Izard County, but Wilson with a heads-up defensive play.
Kept waiting for Coach Harmon to call a timeout. He was keeping an eye on it.
Both teams with 1 timeout left. Yancey gives off to Johnson. They're trying to double. Bounce pass to Yancey, and we got a foul, just the 4th team foul against Barton. That one's on Latabriana Moore with 36 seconds to go, 10 on the shot clock.
The pressure from Barton is so intense. They had Tinley Bailey all by herself underneath the basket. She's jumping up and yelling. They finally saw her, but they couldn't get it to her because of the pressure on the ball.
It's hard to get it through the defensive Barton. Refereeing crew's going to go take a look.
What are we looking at here? We got some of the fans saying it should be Barton's ball on the jump ball. But I think they're counting the foul. That was actually a foul call right there.
Well, yeah, that's right. They called the foul on Moore. So the officials, Billy Fair, Robert Stewart, and Lori Harmon, have done a great job officiating our game today. Inbounds to Skidmore. The shot clock reset, so now they have to foul. And that means free throws for Izard County. One of them we're pushing out to a 2-possession game.
Well, they did a good job of denying Quinn Johnson. They were wanting to get the ball into Johnson's hand, and if you're going to foul somebody, you don't want to foul Quinn Johnson. She has shown she can hit 2 clutch free throws.
Skidmore was 0 for 2 today, the freshman. 2 big free throws here. Gets the first one to go. What a free throw.
She had some big shots early in this game, and I think that helped loosen her up a little bit.
Skidmore gets them both, and she's loving it.
The fist pump.
It's 5-point lead. Barton's going to score quickly.
Let's get to the basket.
Jackson, nice find. Smith, they're easy too. Coach Cole calls a timeout. 25 seconds to go. Back to a 1-possession game.
That's executed as well as you can do right there for Barton. Just get to the basket, get 2 points. Took hardly any time off the clock, so it's back to a 1-possession game. Aggressive on defense. I don't think you want to intentionally foul because how good your defense has been, how many turnovers they've created throughout the day. Just be very aggressive on defense. And look, if you get called for a foul, so be it. But I don't want them to go out there and just start hacking and intentionally foul without trying to get a steal right here. Because this defense, we've seen it, it's capable enough of getting a turnover.
Absolutely.
For Izard County, you can see him. He's talking to him right now about that press break deep offense, what they want to do to get the ball in. Then once you get it in, to get it across half court. The question is, do you attack or are you just wanting to run some time off the clock? You're up 3. I would love for them. Break the press, go attack, go score, make it a 2-possession game, get up 5.
Try to attack it, at least get to the free throw line if nothing else. That's right.
Yeah, don't let your foot off the pedal right now.
For Barton, defensively, they've played a great game. They've forced 13 turnovers. You want to try to get a steal quick if you're Barton, and if not, then you got to foul.
Yeah, 25 seconds left. You can play defense for a good 10 seconds.
10 seconds, yeah. So about the timeline, right? Then if you get it across and you feel like you're not going to get a steal, go ahead. But if you've got a player trapped again, might as well try to get that steal. So Izard County, they got Bailey hanging out right over her own rim.
You're going to let Quinn Johnson throw it in. I bet they try to get it right back into her hands. Oh, a little double pass right back to her.
They get it to Johnson. They lob it over to Yancey. Still got to get it across the timeline. They look to double. Yancey picks up her dribble, gets to Johnson. They got a foul. They thought they did, not going to. Now Wilson picks up the foul with 13 seconds to go. A lot of time came off, and Johnson's a good free throw shooter.
Yeah, that's okay. They tried to get a steal. They tried to create the turnover. Didn't happen. Probably could have fouled a little earlier. They thought they did, but they didn't call the foul. The only bad part for Barton, I think you fouled the wrong one.
Johnson knocks down the first one. Big sigh of relief. The lead is now 4 for the Cougars.
16 of 19 from the free throw line for Izard County.
That's the difference in the game. Gets them both. 17 of 20. Barton's going to need to score quick. They don't have any more timeouts.
How about this? Izard County's made 17 free throws on only 20 attempts. Barton has attempted 6 more and made fewer free throws, 15.
Jackson brings it ahead. Shot clock winding now. Lost it. Yancey gets the steal. She's fouled, and Izard County can feel it.
That should do it. I think Izard County can start celebrating. One of the few mistakes we've seen from Jackson or Wilson this afternoon. They've handled the ball pretty much all day long. And that was just the 5th turnover between those two combined.
Mackenzie Yancey, Tinley Bailey, and Quinn Johnson each with 18 points apiece, all with Spray on the bench after she fouled out. Free throw won't go for Yancey, so it will remain a 2-possession game either way. And right now it's going to take a miracle for Barton. Second one's good for Yancey's 6-point lead. They'll roll it in.
Probably need a 3 now.
Half court likely. Wilson, launch it quick as you can. Pulls up, deep, 3, off the rim, no. And that'll do it. Izard County, for the first time in school history, are state champions.
What a team effort. We saw 2 great players in Wilson and Jackson for Barton, but it was the entire team for Izard County. And they're celebrating as a team, as they should.
72-66, the Cougars are your state champions. We'll get you the trophy presentation when we come back. You're watching the Centennial Bank State Basketball Championships on Arkansas PBS Sports.
This broadcast is underwritten, in part by
Everett Buick GMC provides vehicles to Arkansas families and supports local organizations. Community involvement has been part of our story for generations. Proud to support the Arkansas Activities Association and Arkansas PBS Sports. More at everettbgmc.com.
Join the ranks of corporate sponsors and business partners at Arkansas PBS. Your support will shine a light on your business with recognition on air and at major community events like Family Day. Plus, our viewers love the businesses that underwrite their favorite programs. Showcase your company while making a meaningful impact on lifelong learning. Partner with Arkansas PBS to build a brighter future for our state.
Find out what your heirlooms, antiques, and unique collectibles are worth.
Oh, you're not the only artist, sweetheart.
For the filming of Arkansas Treasures, your contribution of
The hunt is on. Where is it?
Where is what? Why are you wearing that fedora?
Arkansas Treasures is back for the 2nd season. Not gonna miss it this time.
Well, I think it's back that.
What's in your attic? Find out what your antiques and unique collectibles are worth. Join us for the filming of Arkansas Treasures. Guarantee your spot by calling now or visiting our website. Your treasure may be worth more than you know.
Are you ready for Quiz Bowl 2025? It's the 40th year of the most exciting academic competition in Arkansas, and it is live right here on Arkansas PBS. It's the Arkansas Governor's Academic Competition Quiz Bowl State Championship. Schools from all over the state square off right here in this studio to see who will come out on top. Don't miss a single question. Tune in or stream on the PBS app. Saturday, April 26th, starting at 9 a.m.
When the students of Little Rock walked alone through the mob, you cried with us, but we had to walk it alone.
It kind of tells a story about how we used to live. We loved it very much back in Arkansas on the cotton farm.
Number 1 choice for this ballot was Daisy Bates. It looks like Johnny Cash walks the line, so congratulations to those 2 great Arkansans.
We want our memories through our statues to tell the story of Arkansas.
Most of my figures that I create on my own, most of those stories are about destiny.
She was somebody that wouldn't let go until she saw some progress.
These amazing artists who have so much to say and have so much influence all around the world came from these very humble beginnings.
Everybody at the Johnny Cash show that night, he was only singing to them.
Grew up in rural Arkansas, blue collar Americana.
That sense of they're just the little kid from wherever.
Thursday, March 20th at 7 p.m. right here on Arkansas PBS.
The future of Arkansas PBS, its programs, and its irreplaceable purpose all rest on a strong foundation of community support. Help us continue to impact lives for generations to come. Keep good going with a tax-deductible donation of just $5 a month. Visit myarpbs.org/donate to learn more.
Izard County claims the 2A girls state championship for the first time ever in Izard County history. Smiles all around. What an effort. It was a nip and tuck, tightest game in a long while. Really good state title finish, Wes.
A lot of lead changes back and forth, and in the end, Izard County knocks down some free throws and wins the state championship. First one in school history. David Harmon, the head coach, joins us now. Coach, first one. How's that feel?
That's awfully exciting, especially in girls. We had been here in 2008 with the boys, and I was fortunate enough to coach that bunch with Coach McCandless. He's my assistant now for the girls, and we won it then in boys, and then he's won it again as the head coach from 2019 on the boys side. So it doesn't get old. It is very, very exciting each and every time you get this opportunity.
Coach, you talked about you won a golf state championship. You won the boys basketball championship. This one, obviously, your first for the girls. You've been around the game a long time. How does this one feel?
Like I said, it's just like the first one. I mean, coming into this game tonight, I'm just as nervous as the first game I ever coached 35 years ago. And it's beyond words. It's just unreal. These kids have worked so hard for the last 6 years, and they're very deserving of it. And hats off to Barton as well. They have got a great team. They're led by two young ladies that can flat score the basketball, and we have our hands full all night long.
Well, Coach, thanks so much for your time. Go celebrate with your team.
Thank you
Congratulations.
very much.
We got Megan Johnson, or not Megan Johnson,
Quinn.
sorry.
Yeah, Quinn.
Quinn Johnson joining us. She's standing by. Let's go ahead and bring her in. Quinn, you can put that on real quick. Quinn, that's state title's got to feel really good right now.
Yes,
I want to know about
does.
those free throws. I saw you. You airballed a free throw. You laughed it off. You looked at one of your teammates like, I don't know what just happened.
No, that was
and then
the
you
most
made every free throw
embarrassing thing
after
in my
that.
life. I hope to never do that again. Ever.
How'd you shake it off?
Well, this year, my free throw percentage was terrible until postseason. And I guess I just calmed down. That happens often in practice. So my teammates are really special. They really are. So looking at them just calms me down.
Quinn, we talked about on the broadcast, you were held in check for the first part of the game. The fourth quarter, you turned it on. What was going through your mind there in the fourth quarter?
It was time to go. It was time to go. Calm down and just play.
Well, that's awesome. Quinn, congrats on the win. Go
Thank
celebrate
you.
with your team.
Thank you.
Congratulations. Here's a look at some of the stats from today's game. Very even. Field goal percentage, 42% for Izard County, 40% for Barton. Three-point shooting percentage. Barton took a lot more, 29%, where Izard County knocked down almost 38%. Rebounding, they hit the glass, did a really good job. And the turnovers, early in the third, I think I said it was right around 12, 13 turnovers. They took care of the ball in the fourth quarter, and that was a big part of this game.
They had to handle the defensive pressure and contain Jackson and Wilson. They did it for the most part. They weathered the storm, and the Cougars, with some offense from Bailey and company, pick up the big state title win.
And you take a look at Wilson and Jackson. They combined for 57 of the 66 Barton points. They were pretty much unstoppable. Demaya Wilson with 38 points. Jakar Jackson had 19 total points, but it was a team effort. Like I said earlier, you had 18 apiece for Quinn Johnson, Tinley Bailey, and also Mackenzie Yancey. Actually, Yancey got an extra point there and had 19 points and 12 for Spray. So 4 different players in double figures for Izard County.
What a game it was. Back and forth. The Cougars and Bears in a battle, but it was the Cougars that outlasted the Bears in a staple state title game. What a finish for Izard County as they claim the 2A state title.
Visit ArkansasHighSchoolSports.com. Izard County for your championship gear. You'll want to take home some of that. It's a day they'll never forget. First state championship in school history.
Well, we got one more, at least in a short turnaround. It's the 2A state title game for the boys. Tuckerman and East Poinsett County. The Warriors going for back-to-back. Tuckerman trying to knock them off. They've already beat them once this year. Should be a lot of fun. That's going to do it for our first state title game of the day. It's Izard County 72-66 over Barton for their first ever state title. You've been watching the Centennial Bank State Basketball Championships on Arkansas PBS Sports.